Welcome back. Today officially marks 7 weeks out from the Night of Champions. It's really hitting me how fatigued I'm starting to get, especially over this past week and a half. Food was severely cut on my low days, down to one high day. Goodness. Up to an hour of cardio. And it's also just juggling my job because I personal train in the mornings. My earliest client is at 6:30 a.m. Just had a new client sign on and they want to do 4 a.m. I'm gonna have to try and see if there's another way to work with them because that's not gonna work for me. Because at my evening, whenever I work at the front desk, I don't get off till 10, so I'm getting home around 10:30, 11, just depending on how long it takes to do closing stuff. So if I'm getting there, let's say 11, and if I immediately go to bed, shooting to wake up at 2:33. 2:30 would be more ideal because that way it's if I didn't pack my meals or something the night before, I can pack my meals so I can do a tiny bit of cardio before I have to go into work. So I'm gonna reach out to her and see if I can change that. Yeah, written back today. More lat biased than upper back biased, I guess. So within my 2 back days, we alternate between width and thickness. This is more of I think it's my width day. Lats. Yeah, we did single arm pull downs to start off. Nice warm up. Did the Humbler, Arsenal Humbler, T-bar row, some dumbbell shrugs, and now we're going on to the Prime. The Prime, I like to set this up. My knee goes into the pad that you're supposed to be laying on, and then I focus on it with like a single arm row. I go for the neutral grip instead of the wide grip. I'll be stacking the middle and the top peg. Main reason for that is it will give me a deeper stretch in the bottom and then a nice pull through the top end. Gets a little lighter in that top end so I can still get a nice hard contraction. But for this movement specifically, I'm looking at focusing on controlling the eccentric on the way down and then getting a nice, at least a count stretch in the bottom end. We'll work up to our top set of like 8 to 10, do a back up of 12 to 15. I might have a drop set, like some of the intensifiers and stuff that I've had through my program are starting to be taken out. So I don't have to focus on them as much and I can just focus on going heavy. I feel like shit, super fatigued, but like strength is great. Like even in that Humbler row, like I haven't hit, I did like 4 25s and then 2 10s. I've been able to hit that in weeks. Part of that as well is I'm taking a break from it just for a while just because it didn't feel like it was hitting right. So like revisiting it today felt really good, especially with moving that weight. I'm trying to work my way back up to 6 25s total. That's heavy as hell. But that'll be more of like an off-season goal, especially like right now. We're getting really lean. We finally dropped down into the single digits. We're around like 8 to 9% body fat, which is crazy. I've never been this lean before. Still feel, I know I said I feel like shit, but still feeling good for the most part. At least in comparison to last prep, still feel good. So let's get this. It seems like I'm like rocking or like shifting my hips. It's not for the sake of like trying to use the momentum to get the weight up. I'm not trying to use any momentum from like shifting my body back and forth. Main reason I'm driving up with my arm and I'm shifting my hips forward. The main reason for that is I'm trying to drive my hands back towards my hip. I feel like I get a better contraction at the top end of it whenever I do that. It's a similar thing as to what I do whenever I do dumbbell rows. Just driving it up towards the hip as compared to just like straight up. I feel like I keep it more in the lat where I need it in my back and the bicep doesn't take over as much. Like obviously the bicep's still pulling, it's helping out, but I feel like with that shift, it helps me keep it in my lat. That's just how I feel it. Also a nice little taste for PR. I'll take it. Normally I do 4 on the top, then 2 on the bottom. 3 and 3 is a different monster though. So I'll take it and probably gonna do it like that from now on. somewhat difficult, especially closer we get to show and fatigue sets in more and more. It's like I'm predominantly a solo lifter. I enjoy working out by myself. I also enjoy working out with others, but just typically whenever I'm in the gym, I feel like I can just solely focus on myself when I'm lifting by myself. I've been needing that attention more and more from other people to help me get through my lifts. Like I still haven't missed a session. I've been in here every day that I need to, but I feel like the workouts become more and more lackluster as the days goes by, especially the further and further I go away from that high day at the beginning of the week. Especially like today, I had like no energy this morning. My family's leaving to go to Florida today. They're going out to Disney World, and I can't go. It was like 1 month prep, and it would be miserable the entire time I'm down there. Like obviously I could take my foods and stuff, but just like it didn't make sense for me to go down because like I'd just be exhausted the whole time. Anything that I need to take, I need to make sure that I'm like getting my workouts in, getting my food in. Like obviously I'd hit my step goal, but then on top of that I still have to hit an hour of cardio every day. Just wouldn't be ideal. Granted, I would love to go, but it's whatever. Yeah, going back to what I was saying is like this week especially makes me realize how much I think I need to start like working out with people more. Because like just lifting by myself is not hitting the same. I've got no energy. I double scoop free. You saw that at the beginning. So that's really it for me there. Just finished up a little bit of posing, but that's gonna be more so for myself. I'm gonna go do my cardio. Got client check-ins that I've gotta do when I get home. Try and get those out tonight and tomorrow, so no one's waiting on me. Thankfully, I don't have anyone in show competition season right now. It's all just off-season stuff or weight loss clients. It's nothing crazy. Nice little back day. Surprisingly, a couple PRs. Thanks for sticking along with me for this journey so far. I'm really excited to see what final package we can bring in 7 weeks. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like. Comment your favorite sweet treat, because right now I'm getting nothing but sweet treats on my Instagram. Literally, I will hide the accounts that I follow, block them, whatever, and Instagram still finds a way to promote it into my feed. So I get nothing but sweet treats all the time. So please comment your favorite sweet treat. That'd be awesome. And then if you want to keep following along, subscribe. There's more for me in documenting my journey, but if you're following me along the way, I'd love to keep you here. Until next time.